Okay.
Hi, I'm Sue Shanley, and I'm running as Ward 2 counselor. I've been out in the community knocking on doors for the past month and a half, and I'm sure many of you have received a brochure already, but I thought I would put a YouTube video on my website just telling you a little bit more about me. I am a longtime resident in Ward 2. I've lived here for over 25 years, and I've been a very active, engaged citizen for the past 20 some odd years. I have been the vice president of the Park Royal Community Association, as well as the president of the Park Royal Co-op Nursery School. Currently, I'm the president of the Meadowwood Rattray Ratepayers Association, and I sit on Marinette. Marinette is a citywide residents association network. A bunch of different residents associations from around the city got together, and we formed about 5 years ago. We decided that we wanted a bigger voice at the city, so we go to council meetings, we listen to what's going on at council and at the region, and I listen to budget committee meetings. I want to know how they're spending my tax dollars. As well, I have been very active over the years and participated in a number of focus groups with Pat Mullen. Currently, one of my key issues is development and our official plan. I'm very concerned that going forward, our official plan is respected and that development and infill development in Ward 2 is meets the official plan and meets the bylaws. I also am sitting currently on Pat Mullen's steering committee for the Van Dyke development, which is going up on the Lakeshore Road in Clarkson. And that's an example of good development or very thoughtful development. Pat Mullen got a steering committee together, and a Van Dyke group listened to what the community had to say, and they are putting in a development that's going to be 4 stories high, and that has units for people that want to downsize in the community. And that's the type of development that I'd like to see throughout Ward 2, including the Sheridan Business Park, and anything further in Southdown Industrial District and in Clarkson Village itself. Another issue I have is air quality and our health. Over the past 15 years, I have fought not 1 power plant, but 2 power plants in the Southdown Industrial District. I am very concerned about the high youth asthma in Peel, and I will continue to fight for clean air and for our health in Ward 2. I currently sit on OCASMAC, which is the Clean Air Committee that was appointed by the provincial government following our win of the second cancellation of the power plant. And on it, I sit with Boyd Upper, and we are watching what is being emitted in the Southdown Industrial District, as well as we're trying to encourage them to reduce emissions, and we want to make sure that no business is allowed to go in there until our airshed is clean, and hopefully no C of A's ever get given out again. So, and I will continue to fight on that issue as your counselor. Another key concern I have is waterfront and the tree canopy. We have a lot of waterfront developments that are going to be going on in the near future. We have Inspiration Port Credit. We have Inspiration Lakeview, and we have the Lakeview Waterfront Connection. I sat on all of those committees, and we have a lot of land there that can be developed, and I want it to be developed properly. We are going to have a lot of community access and a lot of great parkland developed there, along with development. And our tree canopy, the emerald ash borer has decimated the ash trees in Mississauga, and particularly in South Mississauga. Our tree canopy has been very much depleted, and in fact in the marsh tree canopy is 80% ash tree. So that is a big challenge. We need to go forward, we need to replant today, and try to save as many ash trees as we can going forwards. Traffic and transit. There's been a lot of traffic forums over the last few years, and I've sat on the three big ones. I've sat on the City Transit Forum, I've sat on Metrolinx Transit Forum, as well as Ann Golden's Advisory Transit Panel. Transit is something that is needed. It needs to be done right away, and there's no money. So we have to come up and think of ideas outside of the box to try and get transit going. I mean, move transit now, not tomorrow. We've been talking about it for the last 30 years. It's time to do something about it today. Another real issue I have is traffic calming. In talking to people over the last 4 weeks, I have found that traffic calming is one of the biggest issues in Ward 2. We have Lakeshore Road, we have Southdown Road, we have the South Service Road, we have Truscott, we've got Clarkson Road, we've got Mississauga Road, we've got all the roads going through Sheridan Homelands, Thorn Lodge, and they're just traveled too fast. We need to get people to slow down and think about the speed they're going. I don't know that speed bumps are the solution here. People have talked to me about that. But there is a traffic calming study being carried out right now through the city, and I am looking forward to getting the results to that and addressing this issue as your counselor. As well, there are many economic and socio-economic issues. Youth unemployment rate is 20% here in Mississauga, and we have to come up with solutions and try to get our youth employed. We have 2 post-secondary schools here. We've got Sheridan College as well as UTM, and I feel that we need to get these graduates working with our Fortune 500 companies in Mississauga as well as local businesses to try to get these students on job shadowing and get them employed and get them to stay here in Mississauga rather than leaving, as most of them do now. As well, I am very concerned about seniors and their ability to age in place. I have spoken to many seniors in the last month, and they're very scared and they're very concerned about their taxes. Their taxes keep going up, their pensions are not going up. And I feel that every citizen that owns a home in Ward 2 should be able to stay in that home for as long as they wish to. They should be able to age and be able to provide for themselves and not be able to go hungry to pay their taxes. It's just not acceptable. And as well, homelessness is an issue here in Mississauga. It's in our backyards. The people accessing the food there is increasing, and it is a concern. Those are my 5 key issues that I'm concerned about. Thank you for listening, and I hope this has helped you understand a little bit more about myself and about what I've been doing in Ward 2 for the last 20 years. I'm very passionate. I'm very concerned about our ward. I care. I know what's going on in this ward. I've been working on steering committees, and I'm working with Pat Mullen for the last 20 years. I know the ward. I know the residents. I know my community, and I think I would make a great counselor for Ward 2. And I ask for your vote on October 27, 2014. Thank you very much.